That's a Dalek.
A what?
I thought this place was meant to be
I know
serene
Daleks are.
and peaceful.
Yeah. So, tips. Don't want to get exterminated.
Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its
That door?
light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow.
Well, when you put it that way. So this seems to me that it's going to be like a classic don't get caught by a security camera kind of mission.
We need to distract it somehow.
I could also be wrong. We could also need to distract it somehow. I want to Sonic it, but I feel like that's probably going to get us killed.
Try distracting the Dalek by throwing some of that debris across the room.
Intruder detected! Intruder detected! Identify yourself!
Be too loud. Daleks.
You're just telling me not to be too loud. I will get exterminated. That's quite funny. Cool. Well, still quite terrifying, but less so. It said throw the debris. I threw the debris.
That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful. Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow.
Suggestions ever that aren't going to get me killed? I feel like there's something that needs putting in those things. I don't really
We
know.
need to distract it somehow.
Yes, we do, Emma. Why don't I throw you at it? Then it can exterminate you. I'm sorry, Emma. I apologise. I quite like you. Is it literally just the classic?
Try distracting the Dalek by throwing some of that debris across the room.
I tried that. I got exterminated.
Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect
please,
even the
sir, that-
slightest sound. And we really
So-
need to get past this one and through that door.
What we're trying to do is not
If
die.
you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow.
So, how we literally just
And if
walk
you
down
die,
the
there
hill?
may not be a tomorrow.
Scanning intruder detected!
No
Identify
intruders.
yourself!
I'm Scott. It's nice to meet you. Can I borrow this?
Sensors indicate you are not a dog!
Do they? I wonder why the sensors indicate I'm not a Dalek. I thought I was a Dalek. Cool, so we can't just sneak around it, so we have to distract it. But she says to throw something across the room.
Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be
Yeah,
serene
why not
and
just-
peaceful.
Really, we can't just teleport over the wall.
Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow.
Yep, so you keep saying. This looks like a Dalek bit.
We need to distract it somehow.
Distracted, however.
Scanning. Recommence. Intruder detected. Identify yourself.
Noted.
Sense.
Yes, I died. Again. Okay. So there's more debris
what?
over here.
That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful. Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow.
Yep.
That was a close one. Okay, I've tapped into the TARDIS database.
Cool.
And you know I said things couldn't get any worse?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
well, I was wrong. Remember that time glitch? Well, now we're in a future where the Daleks invaded the planet.
Oh,
They're
good.
trying to work out how to harness the power of the time crystals. The more immediate problem, I'm picking up signals from a bunch of Daleks, all pretty close to where we are now. I'm guessing more cheese graters from hell. Stay sharp, okay? And stay out of their sight.
I don't like this.
Looks like the same door from before.
That's a control panel thing there.
We can't reach the trigger from here. You'll have to improvise. Great shot. Nice one.
Hey, I actually got a puzzle in this game. Oh, right.
Ah, another one.
Yep,
Let's
I see
do
that.
this same as before, okay? Slow and stealthy.
All completed in Area 8.
So which door are we trying to get to? That one, I guess, is straight on. We don't have controls for these two. This is a motion Dalek, though. Fix Norway.
Completed in Area 8. Death to the enemies of the Daleks.
Yeah, seconded.
Unit patrol completed in Area 8.
It always says Area 8.
Attention all combat units patrolling the temple. Intruders must be exterminated. units patrolling the temple. Intruders must be exterminated.
I need to look at that wall again.
Attention all combat units patrolling the temple. Intruders must be exterminated.
So I think that's wait for it to go around again, but it seems to spend quite a bit of time on that wall. Then focuses on this wall, by which time we'll be at the door. And gone.
Death to the enemies of the Daleks.
Why are they shouting rhetoric when there's no one here to hear it? I mean, I'm here to hear it, but they don't know that. Okay, I think I have a working plan.
Attention all combat units patrolling the temple. Intruders must be exterminated.
Okay, it's going to come in, it's going to look this way. Then it's going to look that
Attention
way.
all combat units patrolling the temple. Intruders must be exterminated.
Really hope I'm not wrong.
Attention all combat units patrolling the temple. Intruders.
How many of these things are there?
A lot.
Dalek Command reports there are intruders in the temple. Any unauthorized presence
We
will
need to
be
get that door open.
destroyed.
Yeah, which door?
The power source
That Dalek is
must be
blocking our way.
guarded.
You need to get it to move.
The power source must be guarded.
As long as we're not directly in its line of sight, it won't be able to see us. We could use that massive pillar for cover.
Dalek Command reports there are intruders in the temple. Any unauthorized presence will be destroyed.
We need to get that door open.
Is there anything we can throw at the bed? Yes, there is.
Daleks patrols in progress.
But
All rebels will
Dalek is
be
blocking our
located and
We need to get it to
executed.
move.
where is it?
The power source must be guarded.
As long as we're not directly in its line of sight, it won't be able to see us.
Okay, so I think
We
what we're
could
going
use
to have
that
to
massive pillar
do
for cover.
when Emma stops butchering nonsense
The
is get that rock
power
foot, hit
source
the
must be
button,
guarded.
actually hit the button this time, then wait for it to go back around and go through the door.
We need to get that door open.
Daleks patrols in progress. All rebels will be located and
That
executed.
Dalek is blocking our way. You need to
Hey,
get
Emma,
it to
shut
move.
up. So one thing that's really annoying about this game is like they repeat the clues like really close together. Like I'm trying to think about
Patrols
what.
in progress. All
As long as we're not
rebels will be
directly in its line of
located
sight,
and
it won't be able to see
executed.
us. We
I'm
could use
trying.
that massive pillar for cover.
Okay, I'm trying very hard.
Daleks patrols in progress. All
need to get that
rebels
door
will
open.
be located and executed.
That Dalek is blocking our
Dalek
way.
Command
You
reports
need to
there
get it to
are
move.
intruders in the temple. Any unauthorized presence will be destroyed.
Is it really not going to notice the massive open door? Like, really? Cool, we just need to wait for it to
Dalek
not be
command
facing our way.
reports there are intruders in the temple. Any unauthorized presence will be destroyed.
And wait for it to turn the corner.
Daleks patrols in progress. All rebels will be located and executed.
So it's going to do its little scan. It's going to go that way.
Dalek command reports there.
Wow. That was intense.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
Can you
it?
imagine what it's like to be the Doctor and do this kind of stuff all the time?
No.
For me personally, I'll take the TARDIS database over killer aliens any day of the week.
What? But killer aliens are so fun. Yeah, I feel like the clue's definitely triggered too early. Like, I actually try and get a sense of its like control pathways. But I wanted to be like relatively sure about them before I made my move. This is already telling me to do. There's
I
dark
don't
in
think
there.
these ones are occupied, so to speak.
What?
You're not thinking what I'm thinking, are you?
Steal a Dalek. Well, can we steal a Dalek?
We need to reach that time crystal, but it looks like this is a dead end.
I thought we were going to be able to go in a Dalek.
We've got to return to the stone dais before the Daleks get their hands on it. Well, I say hands.
What did she say then? I wasn't
Maybe we
listening.
could hop in and take a ride inside a Dalek. It'd be the perfect disguise. The
It would,
perfect,
but which
highly
one?
weaponized, fully armored disguise.
Which one?
How are there so many of them here? Use your sonic on the Dalek casing in the corner.
In the corner. Which corner? There are more corners.
We need to reach that time crystal, but it looks like this is a dead end. We've got to return to the stone dais before the Daleks get their hands on it. Well, I say hands.
I actually mean this one. Oh yeah, the one that's the one that's actually illuminated in red. Yeah. Can't believe we're about to do this.
Ha! Great minds really do think alike. Okay, I'm gonna control the movement because I'm pretty sure I'm a better driver than you.
Well, I'm slightly offended.
You take
by that.
care of the shooty bits. And just so you don't freak, I've altered the power setting on the weaponry you'll be using. When you blast a Dalek, you're only taking out its casing. You're not actually killing the creature inside. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. I'm just sitting down. I'll have to step down for this. Maybe I should be set down for this. I don't know. Ooh, sparkly. This is exciting. Like in a dark. Exterminate resistance issue. That's the book. All hands lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. Resistance. No, that's still the book. Delete. Delete. No, that's still
Okay,
what's the
let's do this.
Oh my little do that.
The intruder must be eliminated.
Now this is what I call fun. Sitting down was the right call for this.
Okay, get us through those doors. coming up. Blast us through those doors. Use your blasters to destroy those doors. Okay, get us through those doors.
I don't feel like I'm doing the right thing.
There's plenty more target practice coming up. Blast us through those doors.
Oh, that's not good. That means instantly more sense.
Watch out for that drone!
Damage incurred! Damage incurred! The human is using Dalek casing as substance damage. My casing has suffered catastrophic damage. I have failed. I have...
We can destroy those Dalek energy blasts before they reach us.
My vision is status immobilized. The Daleks will take vengeance for your brutality.
My brutality? What about your brutality?
Look! A modular power-up. Destroy it, and your hand cannon will rise to power levels over 9,000.
Exterminate! 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 You are an enemy of the Spartans.
I have been rendered inoperative.
Okay, slightly sad that we lost the big booby thing. I didn't know we were going to lose the big booby thing. I will not use it to destroy drones, I knew we were going to lose the big booby thing. I thought I got evidence. You will be exterminated. Exterminate! Exterminate! You are an
Your weapons
enemy
will overheat
of...
if you shoot for too long, so be careful.
You are an enemy of the Spartans. Exterminate! Exterminate!
Human, you face the Daleks. Massive damage sustained. Dead.
You will be eliminated. Eliminate! Eliminate! I have my own catchphrase now. You will allow me to take the time crystal back to the dumpster.
Loss of control. Malfunction. Malfunction. Malfunction.
You are an enemy of the Spartans. You will be eliminated. Eliminate.
Multiple Daleks incoming!
Ooh, they can hear my big speech. You are an enemy of the Spartans. Eliminate. Eliminate. You will be eliminated. Bye. Bye. Who's one of those bit of the code on it? All the creators. door's not too much further to go. Oh, we take damage back, do we? I don't know.
It's not over yet.
The intruder has commandeered a Dalek's casing. This blasphemy must be punished by extermination.
Were we meant to die? So I didn't really seem to get a choice, I just died. Oh, really? That's not all of that.
Loss of control! Malfunction! Malfunction! Malfunction!
Multiple Daleks incoming.
Is there any... Okay, let's... damn drone. Where's the other one?
It's not over yet.
The intruder has commandeered a Dalek's casing. This blasphemy must be punished by extermination.
That stream is too long as well. I feel like we need to save the big boom thing for those two. We need to be faster at blowing up the drones. That. That. It's the best one we've been on.
It's not over yet.
Why are you releasing the big boom?
Dare to attack a Dalek! You will
Why are you releasing the big boom? Why did we lose it? We only stuck twice. So we need to make sure that we take out all of the drones. I feel like I get worse at this every time I do it. Where's the drone? Where's the drone?
loss of control! Malfunction! Malfunction! Malfunction!
Multiple Daleks incoming.
Yes. What was the thing about getting worse? Come on, recharge, recharge. Damn it! Wasted one.
must be destroyed!
Cool. So that's what we were meant to do. I don't know why we lost the charge chip that last time we were like, I think I might have accidentally fired one into the thing again like I did this time. But actually still giving me plenty of shots. So that's get a whole lot worse based on the that one there. The lag is slightly off-putting, like on the like I know it's intentional and it's really cool actually, but it's quite off-putting.
More drones!
Where?
My sensors indicate damage to primary life support system, secondary and backup circuits switching in.
Go in it.
Massive damage sustained. Synthetic tissue regeneration initiated.
I can sense the time crystal. We're almost there.
How did that make sense of how this was that? Linked to the time
The final crystal is in there. Blast that dice and get us out of here. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. The dais is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it.
Yeah, you did that.
Shoot those power nodules. It'll leave the dais exposed. Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us a brief window to destroy the dais. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. Run that power line. The dais is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. Shoot those power nodules. Leave the dais exposed.
Right.
Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us a brief window to destroy the dais. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. Whoa,
We no longer
a Dalek casing.
Dalek.
It's gone. Oh man,
Bye, chair.
I was starting to feel at home in there.
Yeah, me too. It was
There
fun.
must be a way to activate this stone dais.
Not a clue. Can we not just take it? Guess we do that. Whoa.
The TARDIS! What? What's it doing here? We've got to go in and see what's happening.
What the?
What the? What's going on?
It's just a
The
spark
TARDIS
thing.
has been destroyed.
What?
We're too late. She's wiped out reality.
Oh, now we have the actual sparklies. Not that we're doomed sparklies. We're still doomed, but the sparklies are different. Where are we? Emma?
Okay, we're in the inner temple of the First, and here she is. Don't try anything rash. She's unbelievably powerful.
Unbelievably powerful. You say it like it was a bad thing. Power, in the right hands, can be beautiful. And you don't have to worry about my omnipotence. After all, Mother knows best. I only wanted what was best for my children. Would you hold that against me? Could you hold that against any parent? The only difference is, I have the power to make my resolve become reality. I will give you a second chance. I will give all living creatures rebirth. And before that rebirth, I ask for only one thing: your death. Universal annihilation in exchange for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow.
We need to discuss
Talk about
the
tough
word
love.
brighter love.
I love you all. Good night.
I'm gonna need your help more than ever now, because
Yeah.
the universe is hanging by a thread. The reality virus has deleted the TARDIS interior and wiped out almost everything. But hey, I love a good almost. And right now, that almost says to me, you can still do this. You can fight it. You can come back. Because this time round, I
I
found
don't
out
see how.
very quickly that sometimes all it really needs is a leap of faith.
I still can't move.
Back in the land of the living, are you? The doctor filled me in. Turns out she didn't need the Zyton. But she did need you to visit all those places to collect the time crystals, because she knew the First was watching her, and by extension, watching you.
Those locations were the last things in the First's memory, and so they're virtually the last snatches of reality to be destroyed. I've hidden 3 items, one in each of 3 environments.
The doctor disguised the items, but all of them has something unique about their physical appearance. A clue that suggests they're bound up with the First in some way.
I'll explain later, but when they're placed together, they'll form a device powerful enough to deal with the First. I hope. Because
Oh,
the
you
universe
hope?
is so fractured, to reach a location that still exists, you just have to visualize it. That's what you've got to do now. I can't help you, because the voice you're hearing now is a simple psychic projection while I keep the First busy.
Suggestions?
First, you must remember the office from the London laundrette.
Yeah, I remember it. Aliens, hidden washing machines. Very,
Let
very
your
scary.
memories guide us to where we need to go now. I'm
The
losing you.
clue was on the framed
And
picture.
your connection's drifting. Can you still hear me?
Emma? Emma? Okay. I feel like I feel
Is there anything in there that looks familiar?
Yes, all of this stuff was in that room.
Anything that stands out? Any markings?
There, that's the TARDIS. Is that not the TARDIS? Or is that the room?
When you see it, grab it. Great! And our neural connection is strengthening. Our optic connection is getting clearer. Start looking for the second piece.
It's got to be the...
You got it. We need just one more piece, which means one more memory.
Is that the Hell Place temple we just were?
What? What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to interfere with my plans?
Ignore her. Just find the third object, and let's get out of here.
Oh, those are Weeping Angels.
You did it! We've got the final piece of the device. I'm gonna pull you back to the temple so we can put the three pieces together.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We're back. Oh, what happened? The objects, they're here, but what do we do now?
That's a very good question, Emma.
You're too late. Don't you see that? I'm redeeming my children, giving you all a second chance. Why would you fight against that? Happy Mother's Day.
I think we need some help.
Yeah,
Doctor?
you don't say.
What now?
My lot, my people, they reckoned the first might make it here someday. So they created a device powerful and ingenious enough to send her back to her beginning. It was too dangerous to leave lying about. So I split it into three and hid it. I knew the first would be watching me, so I needed you to make sure those locations were amongst the last to exist, and that you could get back to them. That was crucial. You had to know them really well. I've appealed to the first to let us continue to live our lives, offered her a truce. She refused. So now you have to send her back to the genesis of time using the device you've assembled. You've hardly any time left.
I know what you've got to do. You've got to sonic the device.
No, that's easy. Right, it blew up. Oh, it was meant to blow up. Boy! Boy!
Yes!
Boy!
You did it! You...
Human? Whoa.
Think of me kindly when I'm gone.
Wait, Star Trek now?
When you see a sunset or flowers, remember my love for you. I only wanted what was best for my children. For you.
Little bit creepy.
Well, I don't want you to get too big for your boots, but guess what?
I saved the universe?
I reckon you just saved the universe.
Yes! Yes! In your face, universe! Wow, we spent so long on those first two levels. So long. So long. Hey, we're inside this.
The first has been flung back to the beginning of time, but she's not dead. Without her, the virus ceased to exist and reality has snapped back into place. But because the first lives, she's effectively in a time loop. She will try time and time again to unleash the virus and wipe out all of sentient creation. Her threat will recur over and over. She will always return, which is why you must always be there to stop her. I'm taking you back to where it all started. The little laundrette in London. I'm sorry I misled you. I had to. I let the first kidnap me, and I had to let her think I was done for. I knew she might intercept some messages and knew she wouldn't be worried about you collecting Zyton. Why would she? She thought she was invincible. But all the time I was working with you. I only work with the best, and I knew you fitted the bill. I always know. And before you go, one more thing. Emma, I've downloaded her consciousness into a synthetic person. Someone you might recognise. Away from all this, she's living a happy life because of everything you did. And she is so grateful.
Well, you're welcome, baby.
We've landed. The TARDIS has brought us home. Recognise this place? Go on. Take a look.
Let's rest. Oh no, not really it. Yeah.
You're gonna have to do it all over again to save the universe. And steady. You'll feel disorientated for a second or two. That's because we've shorted out the time differential. But you'll be okay in a tick. Right. This is goodbye. For now. Just two more things. One, thank you. Really, thank you for everything. And two, you remember Emma told you she'd always be your friend?
Yeah.
Well,
That makes two of us.
I'm gonna sit everyone stand, I guess, and enjoy the So, I enjoyed that game somewhat. It was good fun. My first proper full VR game. That last level with the Daleks was insanely fun. But first two levels, like the first one, I was just kind of getting used to it in VR. Like it was pretty easy. Apart from the lasers. The lasers sucked so much. I had to go back to my friend a few times to get help. But yeah, we're done. That was Doctor Who: The Edge of Time. Really haven't got the name right. I did. So is that okay? Like when we go through play it again? Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. So I was so done for those first two levels. I'm so scared for that third level. Is that the third level? Yeah. So, dumb, scared. Great, quite short. So yeah, I apologise for being dumb and being scared, but it was good fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I do hope to see you again next time on whatever we play next. See you then.